Hello friends. Now let us take up PFT 1B fourth concept, defining a user defined function. In the previous concept, I explained all the functions are classified into two groups. First one, built-in functions. Second one, user defined functions. Built-in functions and all that we need not define, just call and use. Already we used some functions like that: input function, int function, float function, print function, etc. and all that. Those are built-in functions. Those are part and parcel of the language. We can call them and use. That's it. We need not define. As far as user-defined functions are concerned, we must define because all our programming needs are not satisfied by a Python library. That's why if we have a unique need, unique calculation, then you have to write our own code. For that purpose, you have to define your own function that is known as user defined function. Actually, one fact you have to understand: user never define a function. User just uses a system. Here, real meaning is programmer defined function, but popularly it is known as user defined function. That's why let us call user defined function. Actually, certain conventions and rules we must strictly follow for this purpose. First one, as I told you, every function is a block of statement. It may or may not take arguments, and it may or may not return result. These points you remember. Now I write that. Actually, every function should start with the word def. Def means definition. You have to write it. Now, with an example, calculating sum. We have to calculate simple function I am giving. Simple or big. The formation is same. The block is the syntax is same. That we have to understand. Now def. Actually, what we are going to do, calculating sum. So whatever name you are giving for a function, it should be self-explanatory. Simply seeing the name, one should understand what it is doing. And as a matter of convention, it should be written in lowercase. And if more than one word is there, then you link them with underscore. Always you remember that. Calculate sum. Always the good convention is every function is doing some job, some operation. That's why if it is started with a verb, that is a good practice. So calculating sum, you are able to understand what it is doing. So for calculating some purpose, some arguments are required. These are called formal arguments or parameters. Two words are used, don't confuse. So here minimum for calculating sum, how many operands are required, how many arguments are required? Two arguments are required, minimum two arguments are required, or any number of arguments may be required. So here in this case we are taking only two arguments, x and y. Okay, thereafter you must remember that one colon, this is not semicolon, so you have to write that. Okay, this is the header. Actually in other languages like C and all that, C, Java, you write the return type, which type of result it returns, you have to write the type, but here that is not required. And one more thing, in other languages you have to declare them individually with a data type that is also not required here. That is the simplicity of Python, that you must understand that. Okay, if you know other language, one more issue is there. Actually block is created using curly braces. So here that is not required. Here what you have to do, strictly follow, you are near to this indentation, four space indentation you have to create. Four space, that means from here four letters you have to, four spaces you have to, then block is started. Actually whenever you want to start a block, four spaces you have to leave, that is called indentation. Thereafter within this you have to write. Okay, next line we have to write a doc string. Here you remember four spaces we left, four only, should not be less than four or more than four. Okay, doc string. Actually every function is having a purpose that should be explained here. That is string document or document string that you have to write. What is the purpose of this? Should be written as a string. So what we are doing here, calculating the sum of two arguments. In a shorter form, you write what it is doing. The task of the function you write. You need not write any comment. You write here. It is part and parcel of this. Okay, that you write. Okay. Now thereafter you have to write body. Actually, here you see. Actually, when you add two arguments, some result is generated. What is the name of that? It should be sum. So you name it as sum. Then what you are adding? X plus y. You are adding. So this is executable statement. Actually, the sum is the local variable, because local within the body of the function we are writing one variable. That's why it is called local variable. Now whatever the sum, it is stored in sum. Thereafter what you have to write? A return statement. Simply return what you are returning, sum. That's it. This is the syntax of a user defined function. Once again I repeat that it should start with a def, and thereafter you have to give a name, that is the identifier of the function. It should represent what function you are doing. Okay, if you start with a verb, it is always good, because every function you are doing something. So okay, calculating sum, calculating product, print line, etc., and all that you write. Whenever multiple words are there, you connect them, you link them with the underscore. Thereafter these are optional. Some functions may take arguments, some functions do not take argument. In this case, in order to find a sum, minimum two arguments we require, x, y. We need not declare, just simply write. These are called formal arguments or parameters. Always remember, sometimes multiple names are there, you are confused. That's why always remember, these are known as formal arguments or parameters. Okay, thereafter we have to write a docstring. Docstring explains the subtask of this function, that we have to write in a precise manner. Always remember, this is a string. Okay, now here for space indentation you should maintain. Okay, thereafter what is the formula? Sum is equal to x plus y, that you are writing. Okay, sum is the local variable. Thereafter we are return sum, that we have to write. You should not write any semicolons and all that. That is the semicolons and all that we write in other languages, C family of languages, but a Python we need not write any semicolons for terminating any statement. Okay, these points you remember and write the user defined functions. One thing I am telling you, is a bigger or smaller, the syntax is same. For bigger functions, you can find a number of statements. You may write 20, 30 statements also, but structure is like this. Suppose within this one more block you have to create and all that, what you do? Four spaces here, and here within the function one more block you can create if it is required. However, I don't want to confuse you. Contextually, I will explain. This is the syntax of defining a user defined function.